Hello everyone, I am here in a pool with the overview of some of the city. Oh, I just submerged my left hand, that was a mistake. Well, whatever. Just got done talking with a friend, they're gone. This is going to be another recap video as the title suggests, but I don't have much to recap. It's been a lot of days, but I've mainly been eating a bunch of great food, a couple of sightseeing, but it's a lot more chill than it was in Singapore, I have to say. A lot less busy, a lot more going with the flow. Without further ado, though, I guess I'm going to recap a bit. The main, I'm not going to go through day by day, instead just talk about a couple of highlights. I'm going to skip over most of the food. Let's start with some food. I've been having a lot of red curry recently, trying to get all the curries, many places, it's all delicious. But the big highlight was going to a hot pot with my boy. All you can eat, of course, like most hot pots are. It costs like $7.50-ish. Not sure the total price, but $7.50 for all you can eat, all you can drink. Had a bunch of appetizers, popcorn, chicken too, delicious. I'll for sure have to go again around dinner time. It's been more around, what's it called? More around lunchtime we went. So appetite was not as much, but I still ate quite a lot. Moving away from food, let's talk about sightseeing. The one main attraction, I went on this 8 or 9 temple excursion, and in hindsight, I made a big mistake in one regard, which was a lot of them, wear pants, which I only found that out because my friend told me, because at one of the temples, I got yelled at a lot, and I kind of just ignored it. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to wear pants. When I walk around with no one, I keep my headphones in, frown on my face, look very intimidating so no one approaches me. I was clearly being yelled at, I kind of just ignored it, and it worked out. A lot of temples we had to pay to get into, so I just walked on the outside. But the overall experience was quite good, I have to say. It was kind of like the park, how it was a different scene of the city that you don't normally see, I have to say. As you can see out there, well, there's a dirty window in front of you, but the bustling city, big buildings, like most cities, very industrial, not a lot of greenery, but the temples were far more extravagant and did have gardens most of the time. The walk was about maybe 20-ish kilometers to get all 8. So it is quite a walk. I'm not sure how long it took me. I did take a break in the middle, ate some lunch, had dinner after. It was a full day thing. I took my time. It's also hot here. The air quality's been pretty bad. Speaking of air quality, I had one really boring day, and I was planning on doing the walk actually, but it ended up the air quality was like 160, 170 here, so I did not want to venture out too much into the mall hopping, which the malls here are great. On the main malls, top floors usually have some arcades, some movie theaters. Unlike in Singapore, I did not watch a movie here. But the other main thing, I have to say, minus the food, minus these attractions here and there, has to be, again, I know I had a video on this, but just to restate, the motorcycle taxis. As of recording this video, I've ridden them 6 times. I made that first video only 2 times. So there's a wide range of drivers, I have found out. A lot of them, well, I'd say I had the lowest of low, which I'm not sure before or after. I think at the same time, I recorded a video of me on the back of one. I'll probably title it like the safest driver in Thailand, because this guy drove the safest and slowest I've ever seen. And if you watch that, you're like, this looks crazy. No. That was the only one where I felt comfortable holding my phone out and I wouldn't fall and drop the phone. On contrast to that, I had my most insane one made my 5th ride. The most insane ever. Let me just highlight how insane it was. I could go through, he swerved around, went through cars, whatever. I said that before. which he did this far more vigorously and far more scarily, and literally like there was no bike going slower than him. But the one thing he did, there was a train crossing, so these like poles come down to block cars crossing the road. He saw this, stopped, and was like, I don't see a train, and just went over the tracks before the train came, bro. I was freaking out. I'm like, what if out of just nowhere just comes and kills us? Other than that, like, I am telling you 100%, please, 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 if you come to Thailand or another country that has big motorcycle taxi culture, please ride it at least once. The analogy I use is it feels like the first time you ride a roller coaster. If you're someone who hates roller coasters, then don't ride it. Like, if you don't like any thrill ride, don't ride it. But it costs like $3 less. I went 5 kilometers, cost $270. It's, oh my gosh, it's so cheap. But yeah, I'll be real. I'm not sure how long this video is. It feels like 5 minutes, but that's all the recap there is. Like what, 4 or 5 days? It's because I haven't been doing like aquarium, these big sightseeing things, because there aren't as many here. I could go find them. I could talk about public transport, but I just don't want to, you know? I've just been relaxing. My trip, once I get to South Korea, is gonna be a lot more hectic, so now is the rejuvenating period. I'm in a pool right now. I didn't have that in Singapore. It's not my pool anyway either. This is great. No beaches here. That's the one downside. There is no close beach. The closest one is about 2 hours and 10 minutes by car. Not really worth, in my opinion. That's 4 hours pretty much round trip. I just don't see the value. I'm not sure if I'll have a big whole Thailand recap because there's not much to recap, so I'll say it now. Please, the 2 things so far that you have to do, I will continuously restate it, is 1, the motorcycle taxis. Use the Grab app. It's so easy, so flawless. The second thing is try out all the foods you can. Obviously Thai food. I've had Indian food. I've had Japanese food. I've had Korean food. I've had Chinese food. Eat all the foods. If I had to rate them, I would say, obviously, the main Thai food I've had is pad Thai and curry, which are both fabulous. So I can't say for everything, but those are both great. I'm a sucker for gyoza, so I had to put Japanese food next. Then I'd go overall Korean food, Chinese, then Indian. I'd put it in that order. Chinese do get a little buff for their soup dumplings, but I actually have not had any here, so I can't say. But I do love me some soup dumplings. Anyway, that's all for me. So I'll make one more video, or no more, I don't know, we'll see. I'm only here for 2 more days, so this might be it from my time here in Thailand. Maybe I'll make one after I get off my plane and in South Korea. Who knows? Either way, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.